Hello, and welcome to Planet AP. If you're new here, it's crazy out here, but you're gonna love it. I wanted to make this short video to share something with you, and I'll tell you who this video is for. This is for anyone who has a business or doesn't have a business, but you feel like you've always wanted to start something. Maybe you're someone who has done a lot of different marketing guru coaching, this, that, the other. You've tried every strategy under the sun, but you feel like it's making you feel burnt out. It's sucking the life out of you, right? And you want to build in a way that, and by the way, let me also give this disclaimer. I'm not here to teach you how to build a digital marketing faceless brand or some shit like that, okay? Like, nah. But what I'm here to do, okay, is crazy. Look, whatever you came here to build, whatever you came here to create, whatever you came here to gift the world with is already available to you within yourself, okay? It lives in your heart, it lives in your energy. But the reason that most people are not able to access it and they keep maybe business hopping and they're just like, oh, maybe it's this, maybe it's that, is because they think, like, they're trying to think about it logically when the answer comes from frequency and energy and dropping into the heart. Anyway, long story short, your girl spent over $50,000 on different marketing gurus and whatnot. And then I finally learned a way to build a business the God-coded way, and it has been the greatest discovery of my life. I feel like I invented electricity. I don't know, but it's been so beautiful because this year when I look at it, I'm just like, wait, so a girl had $37 in her account in Jan and 600 subscribers on YouTube and no plan for nothing in the year. But I just, all I did was I connected to God. I connected to the end, the feeling of the end, and I allowed myself to be led through it. And I built a business with God. And between then and now, we have like a family of almost 13,000 people on YouTube. We have, I don't know, I think I've made over $50,000, and I have launched a lot of stuff, which is, it's like, it almost feels crazy, but it's not, you know. It's like like I lived through it internally first. I knew it, you know. But the problem with me before this was that I always used to get in the energy and launch, and then I would kind of dip. And so this year, God taught me how to stay in it and lead through it and build with and create through it and stay connected, stay bathed in this frequency and just keep expanding more and more. And it has changed every single thing I have ever learned about business. And that is why I want to share it with the world. I want to redefine the way that people do business, the way people launch stuff, the way that, you know, they prioritize things in business. Because I truly believe that when you lead in business with God, when you can remember the source of it all over and over again and anchor through that, everything feels effortless. A friend of mine right now was like, oh, Anna, this entire year you were out of your comfort zone. I was like, that's crazy, because I wasn't. Like, I feel like, you know, my comfort zone expanded the moment I decided that, yeah, like, that's the movie I want to play in my life next. And to go from there to, like, now I am having a retreat in Bali in November. I just paid like a few $1,000s to book this space today, and I was just, and that's a whole story of its own. But the point of the story is that, you know, in Jan, I wrote to myself, I wrote to God, I was like, P.S. thanks for the trip to Bali, but I had no idea that I would be hosting my very own retreat there, you know. And I just want the world to know. I just want the world to know how powerful this stuff is. I want the world to know that you don't need to hustle for your worth. You don't need to chase worthiness and work, because a girl did all of that, right? But I want you to get to witness how easy and effortless it can be, because I truly believe I get paid to exist. Because what it means for me to get paid to exist is that I'm just showing up. This is me existing, right? And God makes everything happen. And that's the experience I want to share with you too. So this is my official invite to the world. There's an experience, and it's called the God-Coded Business. And it is 8 weeks. It's live on Zoom. And it is everything that none of these marketing gurus have ever taught. Everything that $50,000 did not teach me, but everything that made it so easy for me to receive over $50,000 in the shortest amount of time. And it's also like, because I've built it in 3 parts, so it's like when you sign up for it, you get a free access to the recording of my timeline death challenge, which is 14 days of pure nervous system reset, because I believe that that's the first and most important part of this entire experience, is that you cannot come to build your business with a wonky nervous system, So we reset, it's over now. So you get to catch the replay, you get to watch it, and you get to now, you'll have time to catch up and everything, and you reset your nervous system. Now you're an entirely new person, and every single person in the Timeline Death Challenge completely shifted. When I say completely, on the last day we were listening to everyone share, they were just like, I don't even remember who I used to be. It's like I'm going through my notes and I'm like, who was that? I don't recognize that. And that's the thing, that's the purpose, that our past, our energy, stuff gets stuck to your energy field, so to release that is the first part, and then you come to live 8 weeks on Zoom, which you can check out the link below. But here's the best part: after that, this is like a exclusive invite only Bali retreat. I am putting the link to the retreat below, but listen, okay, if you are not in God-coded business, is not, so I really thought about this, okay? And for the most part, if you're not in God-coded business, those are the people who will get the preferred seats. But if you're someone who really, really, really wants to be at the retreat, send and you're just like, I don't care, I want to be there, send me an email, we'll figure something out, okay? If there are spots available. But since they're limited spots only, and it is absolutely gorgeous, I have the link over here so you can check it out in the description. So you can check it out just to get a feeler of what it's going to be like. Because I believe that what I want to share with the world is how to build and launch with joy, and how the world of spirituality has forgotten about one of the most spiritual frequencies, which is joy, and I feel like when we live in joy, when we live in love, that is the frequency of surrender. That is the frequency of God. That is the space where we meet God. And abundance does not appear in your life, in your bank, in your whatever, when you're refreshing your email 50 times a row after a launch. But it happens when you are so at one with life and yourself and the world, that you're just like, I'm here and my heart is open. So that's basically the experience, and I would love for you to be a part of it if that feels like something that you would like to experience. I love you, and I will see you real soon. Bye.